What? Really?
Yeah, I'm sure of it. But the scene of the case, the cinema mansion, apparently still exists today. It's been sealed up ever since the case. Maybe there's something there, something that'll shed some light on the case.
I have to go there.
No, you can't go there alone. I'll go with you.
Hello you clickable bathrooms and welcome to my review of Glass Rose for the PlayStation 2. Now, as you've already seen from the intro, the cutscenes and voice acting are things of beauty. I can't believe I haven't seen this before in top 10 bad games with terrible voice acting. And the voice acting is very bizarre because it's not just bad. It's a beautiful taste, a beautiful texture of bad, where it seems to be Americans trying to do Japanese accents for Japanese people who can just about speak English. It's a nice complex layer of bad voice acting, which I appreciate it anyway, so thank you very much for that game. Also, one thing I noticed while I was playing this is the dialogue is the slowest, and it's not just they take ages to talk and say their lines, it's also the fact that there's always huge pauses in their dialogue with other characters. The whole thing is just bizarre. Anything to do with talking in this game, it's something to experience, I'll say that. Now, as you've probably also seen as well from the waving about of the little feather, the little quill pen, this is a point-and-click adventure, and hopefully I already mentioned it. If I didn't, oopsie. But yeah, it's a point-and-click adventure, and it's very much a click adventure because you need to just click everything. In this area at the moment, which is it's the first area, it's the study area. I don't want to spoil too much for you. Just every little bit you go, oh okay, that seems of note, click it. It's got nothing to do with anything. You know, oh okay. Yet this tiny little lamp on a desk is the biggest plot point to the whole thing. So you really do need to just be on your toes and click everything. Like, for example, there'll be a little cutscene which I won't include the dialogue for because it's pointless. I click on a newspaper, it takes you to a cutscene, it says, I remember reading that, and then that's it. It's like a 10-second cutscene for someone just to say, oh yeah, I read about these murders. That's it. It's just brilliant, the way it's all laid out. Glass Rose is also split up, not just to the point of clicks, but you get to dissect conversations. So when a butler, for example, he talks to you, you need to then decipher like keywords from that conversation which come up. And it is the most precise thing I've experienced, because one of the biggest ones, someone has been separated from their childhood from the person that died. And you would think, oh, okay, so that's it. That's a big line there, right? Separated from childhood. No. What you need to do is highlight the word separated and then also in their childhood. So it's not just one keyword or just one sentence. No. You actually have to specifically take out part of that little sentence. You can't just include it all. Another example is when the butler says, oh, your memory must be hazy because you fainted from what I said to you before. So in my mind, I'm going, okay, what I said to you before, that's the key part. I want to know what he said. No, okay, that didn't work, fair enough. What about said before? No. Okay, fainted. Yep, bingo, that was it. That was the exact part for the information I wanted to get out of him was the word fainted, not actually what he said. That wasn't the key part that caused the fainting. No. It was the word fainted, and then he decided to tell me exactly what I wanted to know. It's very frustrating, and it does give you a little bit of a helping hand, you think, because if there's bits you haven't seen before in the conversation, when you press a circle, you get a little blue dot, and then it's a line leading to like all the different conversations you've had, and you can go in between those conversations, click the words, that's fine. If you've got everything out of that conversation possible, that blue circle turns red. So you're like, oh, okay, great. However, sometimes, even if you found all the words and it's a nice red circle, you have to click the same word again to get another bit of dialogue to move on to the next part of it. It's so frustrating. Oh, and every single part of like the music in the background, which of course you'll listen to a lot, is like a 15-second loop at best. Maybe 20 seconds for one of them. Maybe just spice it up a little bit, but it did go to 20 seconds instead of 15. Yeah. Glass Rose, I'll tell you what, it's funny, it's very, very funny, but it's not fun to play. So if you can, I don't know, just watch someone play it with no commentary, that would probably be the best way to experience it. Be no commentary whatsoever, and just listen to the dialogue. Oh, it's just like I said, it's a complex, bizarre outing of awful voice acting. And there's even an easy mode which lets you just experience the story. How nice is that? Just want to experience the story, not the gameplay. Like it was a work of art. Utterly brilliant. What a mess.
Kazia, I want you to know